What's up, everybody? Flashback Almanac here, and we just got finished watching the new Roseanne. Is it a remake?
No, it's not a remake.
Well, what do you call it?
Reboot.
Reboot.
Except this is a good one.
Well, the original was a great one. I mean, you can't really
right, but
compare.
I was so nervous with this because I thought, they did a reboot with Boy Meets World, which was Girl Meets World, and it lost a lot of its original charm. And so I was concerned that they were going to do the same thing with Roseanne, but the Connors are still the freaking Connors. They are amazing.
It is hilarious. It's great to see them all kind of doing their thing again.
Well, we have to think about when Roseanne left the air all those years ago. We were in an economic boom. Things were not the hot mess that they are right now. And so I always related to Roseanne because I feel like that is how the average non-Leave It to Beaver family lived. But I think it's much more relevant now, right? Like, they almost lost their house. They addressed that. They're elderly, they're senior citizens, and there's a healthcare crisis. And they're dealing with, their daughter-in-law being deployed. Their son was a member of the military. They have a biracial grandchild, just sort of making it all more relevant to today of what families look like now. They also have a gender fluid grandson.
First of all, I feel like Dan right now because she's not letting me get a word in edgewise. I don't know if they took on too much, it seems like at times, but they definitely covered a lot for the first episode.
They covered a lot, but because they're all seasoned comedians, the timing was so spot on. The writing was done so well.
The writing staff for the show is great. I mean, they have Whitney Cummings. Wanda Sykes. So they got some real, they have a great staff.
Are we going to address the fake news in the room?
That's probably the main, thing the main concept of the show is that, Roseanne voted for Trump and Jackie voted for, supposed to vote for Hillary.
They did not mention names.
Of course, they weren't going to mention the names.
Really good, actually.
But it was, it's very relevant and it's awesome to see that family, their take on, current events.
One, and it felt real. It didn't feel scripted. They didn't, although Roseanne and Jackie had their views, they didn't push. It wasn't a debate. It was literally a moment of, we're family at the end of the day, and we're not going to agree, and it's not going to be pretty. But, those are multi-cajillionaires, and we're us.
They are very cutthroat in that house. They're very in your face to each other. Throwing digs at one another left and right. They're savages.
Yeah, the kids call that being savage.
But but at the end of the day, you see the size of everyone's heart. I mean, at the end of the Dan might be against, for example, the gender confused grandson.
Gender fluid.
Excuse me. There you go. Did I mention I love Dan? He's my favorite character.
But he wasn't mean-spirited. He genuinely loves his grandson. He was scared for him.
At the end, yes. And at the end, that always comes through. And it's the same thing with Roseanne. She's as harsh as she can be at times. There's always that scene where, she kind of, puts that aside and really just shows who she is on the inside, which, I mean, they all really do have a great heart, even though, you might watch the show and think, oh, these people are animals, how do they live like this? That's how they live like that. They have sort of a harsh reality with, everything that the grandkids are going through, and, they're on 8 different medications, and,
This takes place in Lanford, Illinois, literally middle America. It was a factory town. Those factories are probably gone, like a lot of places in Middle America and all over the country. So I think Roseanne is more relevant now. I feel like we need them now more than ever. Okay, so one thing I would like to address, because I know a lot of Big Bang Theory fans are wondering, Johnny Galecki also played Darlene's husband, David. Now, he is under contract with CBS, for the Big Bang Theory, and so Chuck Lorre, the producer, has to make the choice of whether he is allowed to be on any other series. I love Darlene and David together. However, let's remember that in the series finale years ago, it was revealed by Roseanne that David was actually married to Becky, and Becky was actually married to Mark. And in this new episode, it was revealed that Becky's husband is deceased. I don't know if we're going to maybe see a flashback of Johnny Galecki on the show. I sure hope so. I hope Chuck Lorre can spare him a little bit. We'll have to see about that. The last thing I really want to say is I am so excited for this. I feel like America needs it. I feel like the Connors are America's family, and they're going to help us get through this hot mess that's happening all over the country. And above all else, they're showing us that it's okay to laugh again. So I'm excited. I'm going to be tuning in every week. I'll probably do a video like this every week. If you like this stuff, hit subscribe and ring the bell next to it. And let us know what you think.
Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time. I'm going to the garage.
I'm getting Cheetos.